Welcome to the Love Holistic Living podcast, your roadmap to heal and align mind, body, and soul and become intuitive through food, pleasure, and spirituality with your host and Italian friend, Sara. Hello and welcome back to the 6 ways to manifest healthy relationships with your Italian friend, Sara, with Love Holistic Living. Welcome back. Now, today we're going to be talking about how to manifest healthy, loving relationships. That includes love, like a soulmate, a divine life partner, but that can also include healthy relationships, like healthy friendships. And both of them are very important, whether maybe you have a spouse and you need more friends or you need both and or you're just focusing on manifesting love. You can apply this. I've applied it myself and I can tell you they work like magic. And I'm just here to translate how to communicate with the universe so that it can accelerate your path and your journey to your destination, so you can get there and live this life, happiness, fulfillment, freedom, joy. It is the journey back to self, which as a spiritual life coach, spiritual healer, I do help people at the end of the day become whole and authentic and complete with who they really are meant to be, because that is the fastest way to manifest anything possible in their life. And it takes practice, it takes intentions with positive actions, fostering self-love, being open to trust and being open to new relationships. It also means to be willing to forgive your past and let go, because you can't move forward unless you let go. So we're going to go into the 6 steps, but I want to just give you a personal background, because we do have so many new followers, so many new viewers. I am so, by the way, so honored, so thankful, so grateful that you guys are all here. And this is my journey I get to share with you so you can apply all of the steps. It's like a shortcut. Of years of application that I wish I knew, or I wish I knew sooner. I am a little bit of a high achiever, but if we're talking about love, this is something that I have dreamt since I was a little girl. And I do believe that Disney princess movies didn't really help in sinking into the reality that there is no Prince Charming that comes and saves you from the bad witch, because at the end of the day, what I have understood through my life path is that you're your own saver. And the more you can attune to your love, you being your saver, you being, your abundant, money magnet, the more you'll be fulfilled in life, the more nobody else will take those from you. And my Prince Charming never came to save me. I saved myself, but I was able to manifest healthy relationships. And I was able to go from toxic relationships, people took advantage of me, people that took everything I had, the genuine heart, the offerings, the, hey, I'll help you, to crush everything to the ground, to burn it, to the point of being overwhelmed, being sick, like developing an autoimmune disorder, like all of that. It was my external environment, yet I had no boundaries. Like I created all of that because I really didn't understand this whole setting boundaries and being really loving yourself. I didn't know what that really meant in the embodiment practice, but I'll guide you through it. All I wanted you to understand is it's totally possible. If you've been with only narcissists, if you've been emotionally abused before, if you've never had a healthy relationship in your life, so you're like, I don't even know, I'll tell you that it's totally possible to manifest that healthy relationship. So let's get right into it with step number 1, which is cultivate self-love and self awareness. And again, what does it really mean? Because we use this word so lightly these days. I love myself. I love myself. Positive affirmations here and there. But do you really love yourself to the point of letting someone go that is hurting you or taking from you or stepping all over your boundaries? Do you really love yourself to the point of stop binging? Like that is true self love. When you show up for yourself and you become the protector and the saver of who you are. And the path to get to self love for me was self reflection. So spending time to understand my needs, to understand my values, my desires, my patterns. With clients, I always look at patterns, like what pattern keeps repeating in their life and what do we need to break? Where does it stem from? And what do we need to change at a cellular level? Okay, so the next thing is practicing self care. And I know it sounds so cheesy, but when you stop your day, when you pause it to create this morning or nighttime routine and like you do your skin, like I fell in love with like my skin routine, even though it's not complicated. I just use the scrub cream and then a cleanser and then I put, like a face cream on. Like these three single steps are so magical. Like I'm in love with my routine. I put like good music on. At nighttime, I have my bath with like rose petals, lavender essential oil, and sea salt, in there. Like this self-care helps to replenish and nourish my energy and cultivate self-love. And, even though in one of the previous episode, I said to not use so much positive affirmation, I do believe in positive affirmation. Like I do believe in what Louise Hay was teaching that you must, say and use positive affirmations to reinforce your self-worth, but do it mindfully so that you don't spiritual bypass your progress because again you need to do it from a place of I believe what I'm saying. Okay, so if you want to go back to that episode you can go back and find it because there is a whole explanation of the why. But okay, number 2, in order to manifest healthy relationships, healthy love, what I have been practicing for the past year and a half has been to tuning into the vibration of love. And this is a manifestation process. And manifesting is tuning into the feeling of something so that you can bring it into your physical reality right now. And for some of you that were like me, where, I was like, how can I tune to the vibration of healthy love when I have never experienced a healthy relationship? I always had either narcissistic partners or people that abandoned me or didn't see my worth. Like, I was like, how? And at the time, one of my coach and healer was like, think about one person in your life. I want you to think about one person that is healthy for you, is showing you unconditional love. Like you must have one person. Okay. And I thought about it, men or women, right? And I realized that my best friend, she lives in Italy. We have been friends since like second grade. She was at the time the only healthy relationship that taught me unconditional love. This relationship that no matter where we are in the world, no matter how old we are, no matter what choices we're making, we're always supportive towards one another. And we cherish one another. We love one another. We're always encouraging each other's personal growth, despite the fact that we're very different. And I said that, and she was like, great. Then tune into how that feels. And then I sat in meditation and I tuned to that vibration. Like, how do I feel when I am with my best friend in Italy? Like, I feel accepted, seen, validated, respected. I have so much fun. I feel so loved. I feel unconditionally loved. I feel just joy. And I also have this like feeling because it's been 20 plus years and I know that that's who we are, that no matter where we are in the world and at what age, we'll still be friends. It's like a soul connection. So I kept tuning into that and I kept asking the universe, like, this is what I want. This is how it must feel like. And more people started to enter my life that resonated that frequency until I was able to manifest it into the opposite sex. And it's been the first time ever that I found those qualities and that feeling of being in a healthy relationship with an opposite sex. And I was like, whoa, this is crazy, but it's possible for even someone who has never experienced it. So, the best thing to do is to tune into the vibration of a super healthy relationship in your life. You must have one. But it leads me to talk about step number three, because there is no manifesting new love or healthy love if you do not release people from the past that keep carrying patterns and vibration that are connected to the old self and or to toxic traits. Like if you want to move forward and meet this vibration, you must learn to release anything that no longer serves you and get over your fear of I'll be alone, because that is a story of your mind that's being created because it's not true. There are, I don't know, 7, 9 billion people in the world. I don't remember the number right now, but there are so many people in the world that there must be someone for you. Come on. Like, you cannot believe that you'll be alone for the rest of your life, just there are a lot of people. So, in order to get there, though, you have to release something. Like, you have to lose to gain. And what you lose is people that right now are not healthy for you. So, the best thing for you to do is look around in your circle and be like, okay, I have friendships that, like, this is a drama queen person. And it's every time I, get connected with her or with him, like, there's drama. I don't feel good. I feel like it's toxic, manipulative. Learn to let go. Learn to stand up for yourself and for your values. At the same time, you're also telling the universe, hey, I'm willing to move forward. I'm willing to go and look for that vibration, whenever that time comes. So don't ever be afraid of losing people, because if you keep hanging on to people who mirror your old self, who emotionally tag you, which means they keep you stuck in this vibration, we're about drama, negative self talk. They treat you poorly. Like, no, if you're moving forward, release. You'll be okay. I promise you that. So, this leads me to talk about the number four, because we'll be talking about all this manifestation process. And number four is take action. And I have this talk with a lot of spiritual clients that are primarily like in the spiritual, like they think they just need to manifest. And I'm like, yes, 80% of the time is inner work and manifestation. But if you sit in your apartment and or in your home all day, miss the right, a healthy, loving friend is not going to come and knock at your door. I mean, the DoorDash guy probably is, but you are not going to meet the right people because you're not in the right environment. So get out there, engage in social activities, go and get yourself coffee, like get out of the house, and be open, because also you need to open up your energy to possibilities. Like if you go to a party and you're like, oh, I'm depressed, I don't want to be here, like I don't want to talk to anybody. Well, your energy is closed and nobody is going to come next to you to talk to you. So just stay open, keep a smile, get into that energy of like, hey, I'm having a good time. I remember that the one time I met like someone that ended up being like a super activator in my life, like as a romantic relationship for a while, it was when I remember I got invited to a dinner. It was around my birthday in December. And my friend that invited me ended up canceling because she couldn't find a babysitter that got sick. The husband was sick, blah, blah, blah. And I realized in that moment, I was like, I'm feeling good. This is my birthday week. And I'm going to go to that dinner to celebrate my life myself, right? I was in that happy mode. And I ended up having meeting someone, having a relationship with someone who transformed my life and, vice versa in so many beautiful ways. Even though it was short but sweet, this person was like a stepping stone for what I manifested later on. So again, I was such in a positive vibe that it was the right time. I was ready for it. I was a magnet, had this openness. So be that person. And always, which leads me to number 5, come from gratitude. Stay positive, okay, and grateful. Because if you have a bitter heart or bitter taste in your mouth about past experiences, people feel that. So if you want to meet a healthy relationship or healthy friends, but you keep hanging on to you can't trust the opposite sex, you can't trust men, you can't trust women, like people feel that, and it's not really magnetic. It's actually having the opposite effect. So if you start to learn to release and not hang on to the past, but also to maintain positivity, to remain grateful no matter what lessons life throws at you. Like, even though it was like a short term romantic relationship, I was still grateful. I wasn't like, oh my God, I can never find the love of my life. I was like, I'm so grateful because this person gave me this. And another relationship that wasn't like so great in terms of like it was like still having toxic traits, I was still grateful because I was like, wow, I've learned new things about myself and I choose to keep my heart open. And I always look at the lesson and an opportunity to improve. So keep that going. And last but not least, if you want to manifest healthy relationships, healthy love, remember that trusting the universe is key, especially trusting divine timing. What I mean is, oftentimes people are like, why hasn't it not come here yet? Why hasn't this manifested yet? Especially when they talk about relationship, like the love or friends. And I keep reminding people and myself that it's like, it's not just about you. That person is on his or her own journey. They're on their journey. And they might not be ready to meet you. You may be ready, but they're not. So, practice patience that sometimes you've done your work, but they haven't, and they need to come up to your vibration. They need to meet you. And if you trust in divine timing and place, at the right time, at the right moment in time and location, I'll meet this person, then you are practicing surrender manifestation, which is the releasement of attachment, of trying to control every piece of the puzzle, and trusting that the universe will bring this person to you at the right time. And you just need to live your life as best as you can without obsessing or trying to control it, because it never ends up well. Actually, you increase the resistance and you block manifestation when you try to micromanage the process. So, the conclusion here of this episode, bottom line, is that manifesting healthy relationship is about aligning your inner world with your outer actions. And this leads me to my last note of this episode today, which is integrity. Make sure that you live in alignment with your thoughts, actions, and words. So if you say, I want a relationship, but you keep going on one night stands, that is not aligned. Like, that is out of integrity. If you keep saying, oh, I want this, manifest this healthy friends, healthy, yeah, besties, healthy friendships, but you keep engaging in unhealthy pattern with like your old friends, then you're not ready. And you're also not communicating clearly with the universe. So align your inner world, your values, what you stand for, and stay with it with your outer actions. And notice how fast the universe delivers once you have decided. And again, if this was helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you in the next episode.